Well, hello there, boys and girls, and welcome to another one of Big Red's Rants and Ramblings. And today I've got a ton to ramble and rant about. Yesterday, I got my mail out of the mailbox cluster here at the apartment complex. Got 2 letters in the mail, and after opening them and reading them, I'm appalled. I'm aggravated. I'm pissed. Every other adjective you could use to describe being irate or mad, any of those adjectives would fit, at this point. I'm just beyond myself after what I read. I'll actually read this to you. But first, let me tell you what it's about. I don't know if any of y'all really know, but I went through Hurricane Katrina, as did many of people from New Orleans and St. Bernard Parish, Orleans Parish and St. Bernard Parish. St. Bernard Parish was hit the worst because 100% of the parish was completely underwater. Only portions of Orleans was underwater. My house personally was 14 feet underwater. The water line was above my roof. And just because there's a water line, that doesn't mean that's how high the water was. Totally. That's just where the water rested for a while. But yeah, the water line was halfway up my roof of a 1-story house. There have been a few class action lawsuits. One filed against the Go, which is the Mississippi River Outlet, whatever it stands for. The levees of that broke. And then the other one was filed against Boh Bros Construction Company. That they were claiming that they were at fault for one of their barges breaking the levee wall. And this letter that I got comes from that claim there. So let me read this to you. It says, the heading, it says, Court-appointed distributing agent Vondovich versus Boh Brothers ETAL Civil Action 05-4191. Date February 27th, 2017 is when this letter was drafted. It's got the claim number and it has my personal information here. And Vondovich, that's not me. That's just the person who started this class action suit. It says, Dear Claimant, the court's contractor has completed the complicated task of evaluating all claims filed in this case. Your claim amount will equal the total points designated for your loss multiplied by the value assigned to each point. Your claim has yielded the designated points for the listed elements: property damage, residential; contents damage, residential; other individual claims, total points 260,453. That's how many points that I was given in this claim. At the present time, the contractor estimates the minimum value of each point by class is Subclass 1, Lake Bourne Levee District, 0.0003280 of a dollar. So that's less than a penny. Way less than a penny. Subclass 2, East Jefferson levy district, 0.0009720. Still less than a penny. Subclass 3, Orleans levy district, 0.0004548. Still way less than a penny. Based on this estimate, your minimum award will be $85.43, subject to any liens, seizures, judgments, or claims by the Centers for Medicare or Medicaid Services. You may object to this assignment, but at this stage in the case, based on prior court rulings, objections will only be reviewed to ensure the proper calculations were applied to the elements of damage reported by your proof of claim. It is too late to change the proof of claim. Only when all objections are resolved can the distribution occur. To object, follow these instructions carefully. Address these to Special Master, P.O. Box 1007, Watson, LA 70786. Include your name, address, claim number, social security number for identification purposes. Specify the element of damage claim for which you received no award. The deadline to postmark objections is March 29th, 2017. So they give you a month and 2 days to object to this. Your objection will be reviewed in due course and you will be notified of the outcome. Please do not call the court, special master, or distribution agency. Very truly yours, court-appointed distribution agent. And then in big bold letters underneath it says, do not call court, special master, or court-appointed distribution agency. For address changes and other information, go to www.levybreachclass.com. And there's nothing on the back. I'll show you the letter. There is the letter. Of course, my finger's over my own personal information. There's the letter right there. Now, here's one of my biggest objections to this. I lost everything I freaking owned, except for 7 days worth of clothes and my photographs, which I grabbed when we left. I lost my way of life, lost my home, lost everything within my home. I lost my grandfather who lived next door to me, who did not want to evacuate. He stayed, he drowned. And you're telling me you're only giving me $85 fucking dollars? Are you out of your fucking mind? So you're telling me everything I freaking worked so hard for and accumulated in my lifetime up until the time that happened in 2005, and my grandfather's life is only worth $85 fucking dollars? Fuck you, Boh Brothers, you piece of shit. Fuck you, you greedy lawyers who probably ate most of the money in this class action suit. Fuck you, U.S. government, for not doing more than what y'all should. This is appalling. This is sickening. It's a fucking disgrace. I'm sorry for the harsh language, but I'll be damned if this isn't a crock of shit. Not only did I lose everything I owned, my way of life, my home, I lost my grandfather. How do you put a dollar amount on someone's freaking life? Really? Not only did I lose my grandfather, When my grandmother found out and we got confirmation that he was found and he was deceased, my grandmother stroked out. Never recovered from it. I had to put her in a nursing home. I had her medically flown out here to Houston, where I had reset up my life. She was about 4.5, 5 miles away in a nursing home, and I went and visited her 4 to 5 times a week. Took my son to see her at least 2 times a week. And eventually she passed away in a nursing home because she started suffering from TIAs, which, if you don't know what that is, I sure didn't know what it was. It's mini strokes. In a nutshell is what it is. She would be talking to me like I'm talking to you now, and then all of a sudden, I used to say she was spaced out going into La La Land. We're having a conversation in her nursing home room, and she would know who I was, and then the next thing she would do is call me her dead son's name and say, "Hey, look, the chair that your grandfather made," and I'm like, "Well, when did he make that?" "Oh, he made it and gave it to me last week." By this point, he had been passed away for 2 years. My grandmother lived in that vegetated state, suffering from TIAs for 4.5 years before she passed away. No, was it 4.5 years or was it 3.5? It was 4.5. Let me see. She passed away in 2009. Katrina was in 2005, so it was 4 years. But she didn't stroke out until 2006. Well, she stroked out at the end of 2005 and almost made it to the end of 2009. So for almost 4 years, she lived like that. And you're telling me that all of that's worth to you is $85 fucking dollars. Yeah, granted, guess what? I got one of those letters. And so did my grandmother, who I had power of attorney for. So my grandmother would get $85, which automatically defaults to me. And I get $85. So in combined total, that's $170 freaking dollars. You're telling me that that's all these 2 old folks' lives are worth to you? Again, fuck you, Boh Brothers. Fuck you, court system. Fuck you, greedy lawyers who probably ate up most of this fucking settlement. Fuck you, U.S. government, for not doing anything about it. I'm sick. I don't know. This is what I think of that's what I think of that. Unfucking believable. This has been your boy Big Red for Big Red's Rants and Ramblings. Sorry for the harsh language. I apologize. There's a subscription button down below. Subscribe if you like. You'll know when I have more content. I do multiple shows on YouTube. Most of them deal with food. This is the only one where I ramble about life and different topics that I feel like rambling about. Down there's a comment section. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Also, thumbs up, thumbs down. It doesn't matter which one you give me. I mean, as you can see, I'm used to getting shit on, but we like these better. Also, as always, tell your ma, tell your pa, tell your greasy grandma. Share the video with your family and friends. I'd appreciate it. Till next time, when I got something to get off my chest or rant and ramble about, y'all just love one another. And I'll see y'all soon. Take care.